All right. Let me send these notifications off before we get started. We are about, well, at least where I'm at in the world, about to get into a new season here, real fall. So I wanted to talk about the other side of Kung Fu, I guess you could say, the other side of Kung Fu and traditional Chinese medicine in general. All right. None of these things were ever separate, right? Um, Especially with Shaolin arts, right? Which is my background, okay? Right? You always have the medicine and the philosophy tied in with the Gong Fu, okay? So for those who are in the Gong Fu life or thinking about being in the Gong Fu life, understand that medicine, as well as the philosophy in your training, is all combined, okay? So knowing that when you start to analyze and see where you fit in or how it fits in with your life, okay? Or if you're even trying to learn a new skill, right? Within those three arts, you don't have a mentality of doing the Gong Fu and then have a different mentality when you're going into the medicine or the philosophy. It's all tied in one, okay? So, with that in mind, I want to talk about transition sickness, okay? And that's something we all kind of have, when it starts to get summer, when it starts to get winter, people respond differently in, emotionally or illness wise, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? The thing is that, of course, if you don't do something with it, right, it can get worse. We all have can go to get some medicine and all that stuff. Even the food helps, okay. But as far as why should you use the traditional Chinese medicine qigong, okay? If you decide to do it with or decide to not take any type of external medicine, right, to bring yourself in balance, right? A couple of things. So, from my experience, and I can only talk about from my experience, why I just use qigong now. It's like I'm really, really messed up. I'm gonna get some tea or something. But the reason is because it's something more personal, right? When you are using what God already gave you to make you better, right? It gives you a different type of confidence, right? It saves money, right? And it kind of saves time, especially if you have an already busy life and you have to remember to take stuff on schedule. Not saying you should stop doing anything if you prescribed anything or whatever, but this is a very personal thing. Two, you're kind of learning about medicine and yourself when you are doing traditional Chinese medicine, like the qigong and the breathing and all that stuff, right? So that's also really cool, right? Um, and I guess the last thing is just another journey of learning a skill and being able to master it, along with what else I'm already doing, right? So with all that in mind, and I wanted to make this live just to kind of show a little bit of my expertise, how it's really within me, right? And like I said, it's more personal this way, right? All right, so, and you could do this if you're, you know, it's sick with something else already, right? We're gonna pick a couple moves from the summer fall set of the Four Seasons Qigong, right? And it's about 10 movements, but we're only going to do a few, right? If you like it, be free to, I could teach you online personally, right? It's a great set. You can learn different seasons, right? They call for you, right? Each season does target, though, a different internal function, right? So, catch them all, right? If you want to, but if you could learn different skills at a time, right? Especially because where it targets and how it targets your body. The tension relief is awesome, right? But with that in mind, right, we are going to practice a type of transition sickness, right? That type of sickness where, okay, this kind of came out of nowhere, and it's funny because the weather is changing, and you haven't been around people or anything like that, right? You just get, this is the type that you want to do it for, okay? All right. So the first thing we do, of course, you want to stand up here, right? Okay, you don't really need to see my feet. We'll scoot back a little bit though. All right. So you just stand naturally, right? Kind of push down, breathe out a little bit to relax. And then breathe in. Okay. Right here, right hand on top of the left. Okay, the first thing is you just go like this, right? Now, the idea, right? Doesn't matter which hand's on the inside. I like to do it from my right hand inside. Okay. You want to breathe in, chest breathing, and then hold your breath for a second, and breathe out, nice and slow. Hold, pause, and then breathe in. Right in here. Then hold, and breathe out. Pause. One more time. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Good. Okay. The next thing. Okay. You want to try to relax your whole body. Right? Then you can make like C shapes with your hand. Right? Kind of like eagle claw or whatever. Right? And you can stay just about shoulder width apart. Okay, and almost like you're rowing a boat, almost, right? So you can see my face. All right? Rowing a boat. Okay, but I'm squatting here. Then I'm rolling up like a whip. Okay, then I'm kind of bending forward. You can see I'm not totally 45. I'm right here. My legs are still pointed forward, shoulder width apart. Relax every part of your body, right? Even these hands. See, I'm kind of squatting, and then I'm standing up, but I'm rolling up here. Okay, then you do the same thing backwards. Squatting, rolling up. Squatting, rolling up. Okay, and when the hands go down, they just kind of like this. Right? Like you're rowing a boat. Good. Okay, you can do that. You can really feel that circulation starting to go. Feels pretty cool. Okay, the last one. Now, my feet are still shoulder width apart. I'm just standing naturally. Breathe in. Let me see, hold on. Okay, now breathe out. Then up here, breathe in. Breathe out. And clench the fist. Make sure you relax the neck and shoulders. And breathe in. Then bring the hands in. Squat a little bit, kind of like so. Breathe out. Breathe in. Standing straight. Breathe out, close the fist. Now I'm relaxing my neck and shoulders. Open up, breathe in. Then breathe out, come back in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open our hands, breathe in. Come in, breathe out. Okay. Now, you feel some buildup here, but it should feel pretty good, right? So let's give it a clear. Okay, pretty simple. Imagine you got like goo on you, right? You're squatting and you're going like this. For those who are in the class, you should already know this one. Here, get a better angle. Here, but I'm not stiff down here when I squat down. My whole body is still relaxed, right? See the wrists are coming up, right? Almost like you're swimming or flying, a combination of the two. Good. Okay. Now, one more thing, a little Qigong massage, okay? Feel this point right here, right? Go, if you were to put your thumb right here between your shoulder and your torso, right? You can feel that nerve. Come in just a little bit in diagonally, right where your heart is, right? Go towards your thumb towards the arm. Come down on that line where your thumb is. Here, wipe away. Again, right here. Down where that line is, it's like a line from your thumb all the way up your arm. Do the same thing on the other side. See this nerve? Come diagonally to where your chest is. From that nerve towards the arm, down the line of the thumb on the arm. Here. Towards the arm, down. Good. All right. And then you can do this one. This one's pretty cool. Here, my feet are still forward. Come in. Here. Remember, I'm coming up. Fingertips go back above my heels. Here. Drain out. All right, I'm coming up from the fingertips. So relax. Elbows and shoulders. And I come forward, still both feet on the floor. Here. Okay, not up here, not all the way down here. Come right in the middle. Seeing that my hands turn, wrists. Good, one more. Good, all right. It's your little freebie for today. All right, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Okay, do teach online, about $60 a month for whatever you like. Qigong, Qigong, fitness, fighting, all that stuff, okay?